Yes, guys, welcome to a brand new live stream. My name is Conan, and in today's video, I'm going to explain to you how to stay out of shape for years. So most people say they want to get into better shape. I do not know a single person on this planet who does not want to get into better shape, but their daily habits prove otherwise. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to stay out of shape for years using something called inverted thinking. Basically doing the opposite of what works. And boom, you've got the exact results most people live with for decades. So I have coached hundreds of busy men who spent 5, 10, even 20 years stuck, overweight, exhausted, and confused because they built their life around the exact habits that I'm about to share with you in today's video. Now, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why you have stayed stuck for so long and the exact mindset shifts that you need that instantly flips your results. We'll break down the top inverted thinking habits that keep people out of shape, the psychology behind each one of them, and also what to do instead. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. Point number 1, eat whatever is easiest when you're hungry. If you want to stay out of shape for years, this is the golden rule. Eat whatever is closest to you. If you're hungry, hit the drive-thru. If you're busy, grab a snack pack. If you're stressed, grab DoorDash. That'll solve everything. And don't you dare plan anything in advance. Don't you dare do your meal prep. Don't you dare have healthy food in your environments. Don't you dare have fruits, veggies in your backpack or any of that stuff, because the fastest way to stay overweight is to let your hungry brain make all of your food decisions for you. Because the truth is, your body you have today is the sum of thousands of whatever's easiest decisions. All these convenience decisions, which will lead me on to point number 2. If you want to guarantee low energy, low confidence, and a low metabolism for years, just keep sitting all day. Sit all day because you're too busy. When you wake up, sit down. When you drive, sit down. When you work, sit down. When you're watching Netflix, sit down. Tell yourself you'll move later, right? You'll do it later on. Not now. Right now, I want comfort. Right now, I want to sit down. I'll move my body later. I'll go on a walk later. I'll work out later. I'll do everything later. Right now, I just want comfort. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that every single day. Every single day. And then get shocked when your back hurts, your knees ache, and your stomach creeps growing. Your body adapts to whatever you repeatedly do. If you sit all day, you become a person built for, well, you guessed it, sitting all day. I'll say this one more time. Your body adapts to whatever you repeatedly do. And so when you see someone who is in shape, right, the opposite of what we're talking about, they have the exact opposite habits that you do. Instead of sitting all day, they try to move around as much as they can. Instead of working on a sedentary desk like I am right now, they maybe have a walking pad, or maybe they every 15 minutes they set an alarm on their phone to just stand up a bit, stretch out their legs a bit. They make it a non-negotiable to go outside first thing in the morning to get in some steps, or to go on a morning walk or an afternoon walk during their lunch break, or they park a bit further away from work so that allows them to walk a bit more, or park a bit further away from the grocery store, or instead of taking the elevator, which is super convenient, they take the stairs. They take whatever opportunity they can find to make their life almost as inconvenient as possible for them to keep on moving, because they know that movement is medicine. And when they move more, they burn more calories. And when they burn more calories, they get into better shape. That will lead me on to point number 3. Skip the gym whenever life feels inconvenient. Here's the secret. If you want to stay out of shape for years and decades, treat the gym like a luxury and not a non-negotiable. If you had a long day, just skip it. You had a long day at work. You were sitting all day. You're tired. Just skip the gym. If you didn't sleep perfectly, just skip it. You won't always have the perfect night of sleep, right? Like life will throw curveballs at you. Kids were maybe loud. Whatever. Life happens. Just skip it. Skip the gym whenever life feels inconvenient. And whenever something stressful happens in your life, whether it's work problems, family problems, personal problems, make sure fitness is the very first thing you sacrifice. because nothing ruins progress faster than inconsistency. People who are in shape train even when it's inconvenient. People who stay out of shape wait for the perfect time, which you and I both know never comes. If you are watching this right now and you're in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, you know that life never becomes perfect, or there's never going to be a less stressful time in life. There's always, always, always something coming up, whether it's holidays, trips, birthdays, work, personal issues, breakups, stress, deadlines, homework, projects, you name it. There's always, always, always going to be something happening within your life. You're never going to live a stress-free life, because as a human, you're automatically setting up for stress. Like, there's no such thing as a unstressful life. And so if you're constantly waiting for the perfect moment, for a time when life gets less busy or less stressful or whatever it may be, you're going to be waiting until you're dead. I hate to break it to you. Whereas the people who are in shape, they accept the fact that life will always be busy. Life will never be perfect. There's always going to be something, whether it's work related or with the family or with the kids or with the spouse or with the friends or with the relationships, whatever. They know, they accept that, yet they still make fitness a priority and they work around it. If you had a night of sleep, so what? Sure, it sucks, but your results don't care. If you had an argument with someone, yes, it sucks. It's not fun. But the workouts don't care. Your muscles don't care. Your results don't care, unfortunately. And if you're constantly just like waiting and having this perfectionist mindset, you're just going to keep on staying stuck, spinning your wheels in circles, getting nowhere. And I think far too often, a lot of people say it's a good thing of like, oh, the reason why I'm not in shape is because I have this perfectionist mindset. Everything has to be aligned. The stars have to be aligned. Everything has to be perfect in my life, in my environment, in my world, in order for me to actually get a gym membership or do my meal prep or eat healthy. But if you just realize how stupid that is, we'll start to take action right away if you actually do want to get in shape. Because I do hear a lot of people use this excuse, but they just use it as a Band-Aid. They don't actually want to get in shape. They use their excuses as a crutch for them not making the decision that they want to make. But if you know deep down that you are not happy with your current situation of having low energy, low libido, low sex drive, low confidence, low, just like living a life that sucks, and you know deep down that you're capable of a whole lot more, and it's time to put these excuses away and just take action. Take messy action. One of my mentors always tells me, just take messy action. It doesn't matter if you're perfect or not. Like with my social media, I didn't know how to use a camera. I didn't know how to talk on the camera. I didn't know how to do anything. Like when I first started fitness, like I didn't know really what to eat. I didn't know how to exercise properly, but I just started. I started when I was 13, 14 years old in my bedroom basement, watching Mike Chang from Six Pack Shortcuts doing random workout circuits, 5-minute ab blasters. Did I do them properly? Probably not. Did I see some results? Not really. But did I learn from that? Yes. I kept on learning week after week. I tried to improve my form a bit, improve my technique a bit. Month after month, I added a bit more weight. I started with 5-pound dumbbells, then I went up to 10 pounds. And then 15 pounds. And I got stronger over time because the more often that I did it, the better at it I got. Just like playing any other sport. When I first started playing soccer, which was my biggest passion growing up as a kid, I sucked. I wasn't good. Like I sucked. But I knew I loved playing it because I watched it every single weekend with my friends. And then the more of it I played, the better at it I got. I got better at shooting. I got better at passing. I got better at running. And over time, got a scholarship to play soccer. Not because I waited for the perfect moments to start playing, just because I kept doing it. I kept showing up, regardless of my busy schedule, regardless of whatever circumstances may have happened. So let's move on to point number 4. If you want to stay out of shape, Keep jumping from plan to plan before anything actually works. Program hopping. If you want to waste years, here's the exact formula. Try keto for 6 days. And then after those 6 days are done, switch to intermittent fasting because someone on TikTok said it worked for them. Quit that after a week and discover the carnivore diet. Then switch to a fat burning detox because you're bloated. You feel a bit bloated in your stomach. And then repeat this cycle for the next decade. And every time something doesn't work instantly overnight because you're looking for overnight results, blame the plan and not your consistency. Because at the end of the day, nothing works if you don't stick to it long enough to actually see results. We live in a world right now where we want things instantly. And if it doesn't happen instantly, we get upset, we get frustrated. But anything worth having in life takes time. There is a reason why people value having a six-pack. And that's because it's difficult. And a lot of people realize that once you start your fitness journey, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes, depending on where you're starting from, months, if not years, if not decades, depending on how consistent you are. But if you keep on program hopping, switching from plan to plan to plan to plan, because you did not see results overnight, you're never going to see results because no plan works in just one day. But any plan can work if you just stick with it. Like you could be on the most optimal plan, but if you don't stick with it, you won't see any results. But if you just follow a mediocre plan that you found on Google, maybe have ChatGPT write it for you. But if you can actually stay consistent with that for years, you're going to see phenomenal results. And so get this idea out of your head that you need to see instant results right away, or that you need to follow a perfect plan. Like you'll probably realize if you do a bit of research that different people have different approaches and have different plans. But the reason why they all look in phenomenal shape, the reason why all these fitness coaches look phenomenal, the reason why I do it my way and then some other person may do it another way, but we both look amazing. And that is because we have stuck to our principles. We have stuck to our own program and we have stayed consistent with that. One person may do keto, the other may do carnivore, the other may do vegan, the other may do something else. We do the Barbarian method, right? Every single method works. I'm not gonna like sit in here and like bash other diets because I know very well that if you actually enjoy the diet and if you can stick to it for months and years and decades, and it's not taking anything away from your life and you can actually see yourself doing it for the rest of your life, then please, like, by all means, keep on doing it. You are enjoying it. You're seeing results. That's the most important part. So I'm never going to like bash a different diet. Of course, I'm going to be biased because I use it myself. I use our method. I use our system. I've helped hundreds of other clients do the exact same thing. Of course, I'm going to be biased. But I'm biased because I know it works. And I know our clients love it. And I know I love it. And I know I can therefore stick to it. But if you're constantly program hopping because you don't see results overnight, or because you get distracted, or you get the shiny object syndrome, then don't be surprised that you're going to be stuck spinning your wheels for years and decades and getting nowhere. That'll lead me on to point number 5. Only change when you feel motivated. If you want to stay in the same body for 10 to 20 years, only work out when you feel inspired. Only eat well when you feel strong. And only track progress when you're in a good mood. Let your emotions run your life, and your results will follow the same pattern. Inconsistent, unpredictable, and disappointing. Because the truth is, motivation gets you started for sure, but systems keep you going. I'll be honest with you guys. I cannot remember the last time I felt motivated to eat a healthy meal, to work out, to follow my bedtime routine, to work, to do any of these things. Sure, there may be periods during the day when I may have a slight spark of motivation if I maybe see a cool text message from one of my clients with a big win, or if I see this quick 5-minute video on YouTube. Sure, we all have emotions, right? We all get motivated from time to time. But one thing you'll realize is that motivation especially, it doesn't really stick around. It's kind of like this inconsistent, fleeting friends who you can never really rely on. It'll be there during the good times, but during the bad times, when you feel lazy, demotivated, lethargic, after a long day of work, after a poor night of sleep, motivation won't be there. You'll look around, you're like, motivation, where are you? Nowhere to be found. It's only there during the good times. It's only there during the good moments. But as soon as adversity hits, which, going back to what I said earlier, there's always going to be adversity. Life is always going to be stressful. Life is stressful. So accept the fact, accept that, and just know that motivation will not be there for you. It may get you started, but it will not keep you going. And that is where discipline comes in. Your why, your purpose. Why do you even want to get in shape in the first place? Like, truly ask yourself the question. Write down on a pen and paper. Why do I want to get six-pack abs? Why do I want more muscle? Why do I want more confidence? Why do I want more sex drive? Why do I want to create better relationships? Why do I want to keep up with my kids? Why do you want to do this? Because clearly, as of right now, you haven't done anything and you're still stuck 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds overweight. And you keep telling yourself that you want to get into better shape. You like the idea of getting into better shape, but are you aware of the work that is required to get into better shape? Clearly not, because you haven't taken any action and you haven't done anything. So either stop telling yourself that you want to get in better shape, or accept the fact that it requires work and start working towards it and build systems around it. Once you have identified your why and your purpose for getting into better shape, this will be your anchor. But now it's all about creating systems within your life, around your lifestyle, so that you don't have to constantly rely on motivation. I'll use two examples right now. Like I said, I don't always feel motivated to eat healthy, but because of the systems that I've set in place in my environment, it makes eating healthy automatic. I deliver all my meals, or I would say at least the proteins that I eat, for my meal prep delivery service. So once a week, I get sent all my chicken breast, and I don't have to worry about cooking chicken, because I know cooking chicken, for me, it's a bit inconvenient. And so if I just have it prepped to my house every single week, all I have to do is just microwave it and then boom, eat it. Add some carbs, add some fats next to it, boom, there you go. And even if I wanted a snack, my entire kitchen is filled with healthy food. There's no junk food inside, no chips, no cookies, no trigger foods, no nothing, because I'm not a 5-year-old kid. If you just prime your environments to make eating healthy as easy as possible, you won't have to rely on motivation. You just follow the system. You just follow the plan. It makes it so much easier. If you go into my kitchen right now, my fridge, my freezer, my pantry, it's just filled with healthy food, meal prep meals, chicken breast, fruits, veggies, frozen veggies, bananas, apples, potatoes, avocados. That's the only thing you'll see in my kitchen. And so even if you were to be hungry, guess what you're going to be eating just out of convenience? Probably a meal prep meal, or probably a piece of fruit. Whereas if I go into someone else's kitchen and their entire kitchen is filled with like Oreos and processed junk food, and if I were to be hungry, guess what I'm just automatically, due to convenience, going to gravitate towards? The Oreos, the cookies, because it's convenient. It's inside, it's in mind. So optimize your environment. Second example here is the gym. I don't want to be driving 30 minutes to the gym every single day. Like I said, I don't always feel motivated to work out or motivated to go on a run. So I've optimized my environment where I just use my apartment gym. I'm like 2 minutes away from working out. If I wanted to work out right now and I don't feel like going, all I have to tell myself is like, okay, just show up. Just show up to the apartment gym, do your warm up, do your first working sets, and then boom, you're in the mood. You're in the groove. You're working. You're breaking a sweat. You're lifting some weights. Same thing with running. Like, I don't always feel like running, but I know if I literally just go down, there's a park right outside here. And if I just put on my shoes and just like start running a bit, like I'm going. It's just so convenient for me. So I've optimized my lifestyle that I don't have to rely on motivation to get in shape. I just live my life in my current environment and I'm on autopilot. I just rely on systems. So stop relying on motivation and start building systems, because systems don't fail. Motivation always fails. Last one here is surround yourself with people who make bad decisions normal. If your friends normalize overeating, skipping the gym, drinking every weekend, and complaining about their health, congratulations. You have found the perfect circle for staying average. Your results are the average of the people you hang around. And now here's the funny part. Most people don't even realize they're doing this. They don't consciously choose to stay out of shape. They just sleepwalk through life with inverted thinking and then wake up 10 years later wondering what happened. So if you want to get into the best shape of your life, here is the real secret that you're actually looking for. Stop trying to add more, start subtracting the habits that are destroying you, and do the exact opposite of everything in this video, which means planning your meals, moving daily, training even when life is inconvenient, sticking to one simple plan, act without motivation, and upgrade your environment. That right there is how you break the cycle. And that's how you stop wasting entire decades, spinning your wheels in circles. So this is what Charlie Munger, who used to be a very famous investor, popularized, something called inverted thinking. And so essentially, the entire purpose of this video was to have you do this. So if you wanted to get into better shape, or ask differently, if you wanted to stay out of shape, what should all the things I should be doing to stay out of shape be? Well, I should probably never work out. I should probably never eat healthy. I should probably always sleep in. I should probably be in a super high stress state. I should probably never move my body. I should probably do all these things consistently so that I can stay out of shape. And so by simply knowing what to do in order to get out of shape, you know exactly what to do in order to get in shape, because all you have to do now is just apply inverted thinking, which we discussed in this video, and do the opposite of what a fat person would do, which is moving your body, eating healthy, exercising, working out, not relying on motivation, not waiting for the perfect moment for life to slow down. Just do the opposite of what a fat person would do, and you'll turn into a fit person. It's easier said than done, but hopefully this kind of gets your mind spinning. So if you're done repeating the same patterns and want an actual real system that actually works for busy men, then what you can go ahead and do is book a free consultation call with me down below, where we'll essentially go over your current goals. We'll see exactly how much weight you're looking to lose, whether it's 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. And we'll see exactly what's holding you back right now, whether it's lack of time, lack of structure, lack of accountability, lack of whatever. And then we'll create a game plan together to help you absolutely crush your goals in the next 3 to 6 months. And we'll see y'all there. Peace.